Ajahn, there have been a lot of criticism of rote learning and calls for school to teach more creative thinking. What is your opinion?
Well, let's first of all separate rote learning from memorization. I think that it's been recognized for thousands of years, really, that memorization of texts is a very useful element in an education system for a number of reasons. One, it's a very good mental exercise. You have to be very patient, you have to apply yourself, and it's a good workout for your brain to memorize things, to be quite systematic about it. Having memorized information, the next step is that you can arrange it systematically, you master it, you digest that information, and then you can use it as the raw material for creative thinking. I mean, creative thinking doesn't arise in a vacuum. You need to have building bricks, you have to have raw materials. And if you have those raw materials with you, not in a book or on a computer somewhere, but right with you, then your ability to think on the spot, to deal with situations, unexpected situations, and to draw upon that knowledge is obviously going to be great help to you. I think that memorizing information also gives the student a great deal of confidence, the feeling that you're on top of your subject, you know your subject, that you're very familiar with it. It's not something that you can access when you need it, but it's right there with you. I think that kind of confidence is very good for children to have. And the criticisms, I think, are really of learning things just because you're told to, without any real interest in the subject, and then not being taught and not being interested to make use of that information, so you learn it and then you forget it. I mean, as we've all done with so much information we learned as children. It's not something that is restricted to Thai education system either. I think a lot of this rote learning was in fact imported from the West. There's this idea, and I think a false one, that the Western schools are full of kids who are incredibly creative and they don't just memorize things, but often the Thai people who have some contact with Western schools and colleges are wealthy people who send their children to the best schools in England and America. So their contact with Western education system is like of the best, and so it's quite distorted and not a fit comparison. So I would say that the original Thai system, as it was taught in monasteries, yes, you memorize a lot of stuff, but then there's emphasis on discussion and debate. It's like Dhammasakacha, this idea of once you learn something, you talk it through, you discuss it, you question it, you look at it from different angles, you assimilate it, make use of it. This is what I understand to be the original Buddhist approach, and that's something that you can find from accounts of the monastic universities in Nalanda and Taxila in the old days. That's the original Buddhist approach.